So I'm just simply pacing and freaking out essentially, and I don't really care what people say. People can say whatever they want. As usual, they will. I'm having not the best time right now. I want this to just be like a sitting video where I sit and I speak as usual. I can't even see myself, that's how blind I am. I can't find my crown. I am supposed to be receiving my official crown in order to have my coronation and all and everything like that, but I haven't received it yet, and it's beautiful. It's like a jade, I believe it is, or like almost like a Byzantine sort of look. I'm not quite sure exactly what I want the crest of my kingdom to be. I'm still trying to figure that out. I thought rainbow, but I wanted something more dignified. I don't know. I'm just really sort of what would you call it, scattered, because there's so much going on. And I know I stopped speaking about it, and I said that I wasn't going to speak about it anymore, and a lot of people were upset about that, and they said that I'm a liar because I went from talking about my experiences in the woods to just being silent about it and not speaking about it anymore. And the reason for that is because I'm afraid, and now all of these strange things are happening and people are opening their brains to it all, like the whole Wayfair thing. Like, do you think that that's a coincidence? Like, with the cabinets, and why would you price a cabinet at 20,000 pounds essentially? It was really expensive, and I just like, I'm saying pounds because I'm trying to make it in a way that's universal for everybody to understand, because there are some Lunchables who are from the United Kingdom, there are some Lunchables who are from Sweden, not many, but there are many from the United States. And the point is that this world is full of debauchery, and there are so many children specifically who are being susceptible to this. Like, there was a cabinet, and it was called the name of a girl who, I can put it up on the screen, but she was missing, and then apparently she's not missing anymore, and she was very angry that people were associating her with this, because she was like, I'm not missing, I'm right here. But I mean, you were missing. Like, why did the database say that? Maybe she is missing and this was an illusion. Have you seen deep fakes? Have you seen how absolutely compelling and realistic they are? Someone could make a deep fake of me saying I did something that I did not do. That's why I don't trust anything anymore. I don't trust anything, and you shouldn't either. And people will say you're crazy if you start talking about chips and heads and all of this as if the X-Files doesn't exist, and you can say that's a television show, but it's a highly realistic show based on real events. And I should get to the point. The reason I'm freaking out, I mean, I'm freaking out because the world is crumbling all around us, but my soon-to-be ex, Lord Voldemort himself, is basically telling me that he wants to move into the compartment today, and I'm not ready for that. I'm just simply not ready. Like, there's things that I need to put away, that I need to hide. I don't feel comfortable. I'm not giving up the master bedroom. I'm a queen. That's my bedroom. And people will say, well, he pays the rent, etc. Well, whatever, it doesn't matter. It simply does not matter. This is my kingdom. It is. I have established myself as the ruler. Is he going to usurp my throne? I'm not letting that happen. And then I have people like Golden Lion who are out to get me and are plotting against me. And I have proof of this. I have proof that there is a group that's been created to destroy me. And people are spreading rumors and lies that I blinded a girl in one eye. I don't know how to break it to you, but I was not popular in high school. Like, I didn't have a crew or something that they're portraying me like I was a gang leader or something. There are so many more important issues, like back to the Wayfair thing. Like, that's just one example. Don't even get me started on Pizzagate. Like, I have been hypercritical of these things because, like, some of them don't make sense. That is true. But then when you think about some of these others, like, this is why I have all these equations here, because, like, I need to, like, make sure that they're presented as best as possible. Like, if you're staring at them, eventually you're going to understand what I'm speaking about. You're going to get that, like, these numbers connect to this number, which eventually creates a triangle. Like, it's not a coincidence that this stands for the Illuminati. What does that look like? A slice of pizza. Like, it's not a coincidence. They are putting the signs in our faces. And I have appearances that I have to uphold, so I have been critical of it, like, on my public Facebook profile, because, like, my family thinks that I'm insane when I speak about this. I have to essentially fit in with the rest of the sheep, or else I'm risking being thrown off or being captured or whatever. Like, also, did you hear that what's-her-face, that disgusting woman who got captured, Epstein's former, what would you call it, concubine or something? She put tinfoil all over her phone. I told people about that and they said I was crazy. This person who was on the run for how long, it worked for her. I mean, for a period of time, obviously. I'm just like, people are going to say you're losing it to this. Like, you have no idea the pressure that I'm under to run a kingdom. I have to look out for not only myself, not only my son. No, leave. You don't want to be in here for this. I don't want you to see Chloe looking like this. Please, please. Drexel. Lord Drexel, please leave. I'm sorry, I don't want to raise my voice at him, but he needs to kind of say he's not ready to hear these types of dark, deep, dark, insidious topics. But like, I'm afraid to speak out. I still believe what happened to me did. And I am afraid to talk about it in depth because I am quite comfortable with my Clive. But then I think, do I want to choose being comfortable over spreading the truth? I'm happy that people are waking up and they're connecting these equations and they're connecting these things and understanding that like, it's so much bigger than all of us. Like, I started researching recently about JFK Jr. and I don't believe that he's dead. I don't, and that is a very controversial opinion. I mean, but there was a live stream with Robert Kennedy Jr., obviously, and he was talking about something, and then someone said, touch your nose if JFK Jr. is alive, and he deliberately touched his nose.
Documents that are not in the public domain, and the Deitch memo is one of those documents. It was a discovery document that was given. This memo, all of the documents that are not in the public domain, and the Deitch memo is one of those documents. It was a discovery document that was given.
It wasn't a scratch, it wasn't like, oh, no, it was so deliberate, like you can Google it, it was deliberate. And he is coming back, and I don't exactly know what that means, but why did they hide it? Why is he in hiding? What does all of this mean? There's so many things that are connected, and they're all coming to the surface, like so many things about my past and my experiences, and these things about waking up in a strange room, and I spoke to so many people about this, and I was afraid to speak about it because I have to make sure that my communications are locked down. And people are going to be like, oh, this is nonsense, oh, this is all rubbish, whatever. No, it's not. And more people are waking up to it and people are silencing them because some of these people are saying things that are a bit out there. But if you really, truly do the research and you're not lazy and you're not just trying to find some kind of conspiracy theory, it all adds up. Like I said, I have to protect myself, I have to protect my son, I have to protect you all in my kingdom, and that includes the children who are acceptable to these people, these Satanists who are sacrificing babies and eating them, and nobody cares! Nobody cares except me! You don't see the Queen of England, the real queen, doing anything about it because she doesn't do anything. And I'm sorry if that offends you, but I'm doing more than she could ever hope to do in her entire life. And I'm getting derailed because coincidentally, my husband is coming back on July 20th. Oh wait, today the 20th. Okay, today's the 19th. But it's close enough to the 20th. There's a connection there. 7, 20, 7 plus 20 is 27. Like, do you understand what I'm saying here? 27. Do you know how many people have died at the age of 27? That's not a coincidence. It's all part of the plan. This is all an elaborate plan. We don't know anything. We could be in a simulation and they are running the numbers. They are running the algorithm. We are just slaves. This is all very controversial and you should be very pleased that I'm opening myself up to all of you and sharing this information with you because I do not take this lightly, but I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what he plans to do when he comes here. I don't know who he's working with, Lord Voldemort. I mean, there are so many enemies, there are people just spinning stories that never happened, and for all I know, they have a deep fake of me confessing, and people will believe this. This is what a queen is up against. And you take me for granted. You are in my kingdom, and I am trying my best to take care of you, be supportive, and tell you that you're beautiful and lovely and wonderful. And you won't listen to me when I'm screaming these warnings at you that everything is about to come crashing and crumbling down. And there's nothing I can do about it except give you these warnings from time to time, but then I have to it's like my brain is susceptible when it's open, and I can actually be here and be more lucid and be telling you this information, and then all of a sudden they shut down these parts of my brain. Maybe someone has hacked into the system and they're like, we want you to deliver this message to your people, and then they turn it all off and I'm going back to just being complacent in my bubble. I don't know. But I woke up with a surge this morning of clenergy and just feeling like something isn't right. I have to get the truth out to my people. I don't want you all to be taken aback when shit hits the fan, essentially. I'm sorry, that's not the most like eloquent and royal way to put it, but it's the truth. And I just don't know. I don't know, Claymore. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know. People will just say I'm crazy and they won't believe me, but I don't know. I don't know what to do, Claymore. I really don't. I don't know. Maybe I need to test the boundaries of this clothes. Like, is this actually here? Is this real? Like, if I draw, is this going to be here in a moment? I don't know. I don't know what it means. I'm not looking forward to Lord Voldemort moving in. I'm really not, because I feel like there's an insidious plan with this, and this goes so much deeper than like your freeloader, click, etc. Because at the end of the day, we don't even know the actual truth about anything. I could be a billionaire for all you know, and you could be working on a farm in Missouri. We don't know. And if you really are working on a farm in Missouri, maybe you're actually a queen of a queendom. Maybe they just switch it from time to time. Maybe sometimes you wake up and you're like, why am I here when I was on the farm yesterday? You have this feeling of like, you can even smell the wheat and the dust and the dung and the manure and the milk, just hints of milk. And then you're like, where am I? Does anyone ever feel like that? I'm sorry. I will handle this to the best of my ability, and I just wanted to warn you because things are coming and I can't protect you from them, and that really upsets me because I want to be the best ruler that I can be. But what kind of ruler am I if I can't protect my people? But there are so many people who are after me, and people don't believe me, and they think that this is all just me being dramatic. But I was right when I talked about, you know, something was coming when I went off into the woods. And Corona hit times 20 billion, and people mocked me, but I was correct. Can you please stop? Alright, my son's getting upset. He's opening cabinets that he's not supposed to be in. I don't want him to get hurt or injured. I'm sorry. Perhaps I need to calm down a bit, and I don't know, but if you got anything from this, I mean, please just don't really, I mean, I don't know if it's safe to share your experiences in the comments. I don't want you to be targeted. You can DM me, but even that is, there's a way actually on, I'm coming, sweetheart. There's a way on Facebook where you can send messages that are essentially like cryptic, like it deletes itself after a few seconds. So I would suggest doing something like that. I'm not really going to respond to messages if they're not sent in that cryptic type of way, because I don't really trust anything. So many people are against me. I don't really feel comfortable adding you as a Facebook friend unless you have Clown Clake Up on, because I don't know who I can trust, but I know that I can trust my family, because yeah, I can explain more later about that in depth if you would like, but I have to make preparations if Lord Voldemort does indeed come today. I hope he doesn't, because I'm really truly not ready, and I cannot stand his presence, and I believe that he carries horrendous, ominous vibes, and that he is working with some people that are not great, but I cannot get into it because I have to take care of my son first and foremost. So have a royal day. I don't know. I apologies. I'm fine. I'm doing quite all right. Oh wow, a bit of cleavage. Oh no, I think I'm just nearsighted. Alright, I'm going to go. My battery's dying in a bit actually.